Welcome back to Old Charles. The story of the United States half $1,974 begins in a time when the nation was going through important economic and cultural changes. The coin belongs to the famous Kennedy half-dollar series, which was first introduced in 1964 to honor the memory of John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States. After the tragic event of the assassination of John F. Kennedy in 1963, the American public wanted a lasting tribute to their beloved leader. As a result, the Kennedy half-dollar quickly replaced the Franklin half-dollar and became one of the most recognizable coins in American history. By the time 1974 arrived, the Kennedy half-dollar had already changed in composition. The earliest coins from 1964 were made of 90% silver, but due to rising silver prices the government reduced the silver content in 1965 and later removed it completely from circulation coins. The 1974 half-dollar was struck using a copper-nickel clad composition, which means the coin has an inner core of copper with outer layers of copper and nickel. Even though it no longer contained silver, the coin still carried strong historical importance and collectors continued to keep them. The design of the 1974 half-dollar remained the same classic design that Americans had come to know. The front of the coin shows the detailed portrait of President John F. Kennedy facing left. His hair and strong profile create a powerful image that symbolizes leadership and hope. Around the portrait you will see the word liberty along with the national motto "In God We Trust" and the year 1974 at the bottom. This design was created by the talented engraver Gilroy Roberts, who served as the chief engraver of the United States Mint. The reverse side of the coin features the presidential seal of the United States. An eagle spreads its wings proudly while holding an olive branch and arrows, representing peace and strength. Above the eagle is a ring of stars symbolizing the states of the nation. This powerful reverse design was created by Frank Gasparro, another famous engraver from the United States Mint. Together these designs make the Kennedy half-dollar one of the most artistic coins in modern American history. In 1974 the coin was produced at two different mint locations. The first was the Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins without a mint mark. The second location was the Denver Mint, where coins were struck with a small D mint mark on the front of the coin. Millions of coins were produced that year, which means the 1974 half-dollar is generally considered common in circulated condition. However, collectors know that the value of a coin does not depend only on age. Condition, rarity and mint errors can greatly increase the price. A circulated 1974 half-dollar is usually worth close to its face value, which is 50 cents. But coins that remain in uncirculated condition, meaning they were never used in everyday transactions, can be worth several dollars depending on their quality. Coins graded in high mint state conditions such as MS-65 or higher by professional grading services can sell for much higher prices in collector markets. Some beautiful examples with strong luster and perfect surfaces may reach values between $20 and even over $100 depending on demand. This shows how condition can transform an ordinary coin into a valuable collectible. Another factor that collectors watch carefully is mint errors. Sometimes during the minting process small mistakes occur, such as doubled letters, off-center strikes or unusual die cracks. These mint errors can make a 1974 half-dollar extremely interesting to collectors. In rare cases an unusual error coin may sell for hundreds of dollars because of its uniqueness, even though the half-dollar was once widely used in American commerce. It gradually disappeared from everyday circulation after the 1970s. Many people began saving Kennedy half-dollars as souvenirs or keepsakes, which reduced their presence in daily transactions. Today most people encounter these coins mainly through coin collections, bank rolls or coin shows. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar represents more than just a piece of metal. It tells a story about American history, about changing economic conditions, and about a nation honoring one of its most remembered leaders. Each coin carries the memory of a time when people across the country shared a deep emotional connection to the legacy of President John F. Kennedy. For coin collectors, the 1974 half-dollar remains an affordable entry into the fascinating world of numismatics. It is a reminder that even coins with modest value can hold powerful stories and historical meaning. When you hold a 1974 half-dollar in your hand, you are holding a small piece of American history that has traveled through decades of change yet still preserves the image of a president who inspired a generation. the history of the 1974 United States half-dollar is closely connected to one of the most emotional moments in American history. This coin belongs to the famous Kennedy half-dollar series, which was created to honor John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States. After the tragic event known as the assassination of John F. Kennedy in November 1963, the nation was in deep mourning. The government quickly decided that a circulating coin should be created to remember the late president and his influence on the country. The Kennedy half-dollar first appeared in 1964, only a few months after the president's death. The coin replaced the Franklin half-dollar and immediately became one of the most collected coins in the country. People across the United States started saving the coins as keepsakes because they wanted to remember President Kennedy and the hope he represented during his leadership. When the coin was first produced, it was made with 90% silver. However, during the 1960s the price of silver started rising quickly. Because of this, the government decided to reduce the silver content in circulating coins. From 1965 to 1970, the Kennedy half-dollar contained a small amount of silver, but after 1971 the coin was changed again to a copper-nickel clad composition. By 1974 the Kennedy half-dollar was being produced entirely without silver for circulation. Even though the metal composition changed, the design of the coin stayed the same. The front of the coin shows the portrait of President John F. Kennedy. The design was created by the talented engraver Gilroy Roberts, who worked for the United States Mint. His design captured the strong profile of the president and made it one of the most recognizable portraits ever used on American coinage. The back of the coin shows the presidential seal of the United States. A powerful eagle spreads its wings while holding arrows and an olive branch which represents strength and peace. Above the eagle are stars that represent the states of the nation. This reverse design was created by another famous mint engraver named Frank Gasparro. During 1974 the coin was produced in large numbers at two major mint facilities. The Philadelphia Mint produced coins without a mint mark, while the Denver Mint produced coins with a small D mint mark. Millions of coins were struck that year, which means the 1974 half-dollar is considered